And the ice.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Susie, tell us about your first night down the Reno.
This Susie, not me.
This one.
Yeah.
The first night would have been 79. I was about 17. I think I went in there with two of my sisters, but pretty much just kind of hiding in a corner sort of thing.
Like you do.
Yeah. I've done that once or twice. I didn't go again then till 80s after I'd had my son. So about 81, 81, I started going there regular. That'd be.
Why did you go till last year? Had your son?
Because I was pregnant. Just didn't. I've gone Blues, but I didn't go Reno. I don't ever remember going Reno when I was pregnant for some reason.
Well, you went to the Blues.
I know.
Skip
pregnant.
There's no steps.
yeah. You just walked.
No steps were dead.
But he was born in 81, late 81, so I was back in the Reno by 82. Yeah, and then till it closed really.
In October.
What? September.
Oh, so there's
So me and you had the little same time off. We're back. So 82. I would have been.
I started when I was young, going down the Reno, like 4, 5, going to get my spends off my dad from the gambling table. If it won't give it me, I'd just tell myself, be off. And didn't go back for years. And then, like Sue, after I had my first child, I still lived at home with my mum. So she allowed me to do whatever, because she was like, I don't know if it's a Manchester thing where mums just take over and, you know, let you do what you want. And then, so I was out with Diane Adbomson and Parks, going off, having a ball. Sue King, anybody remember Sue King? But they were all big women to me.
Exactly,
So I was in awe of these, like, you know,
dressed up to the nines and everything,
big belts and shoulder pads,
shoulder pads.
And I've always had a thing for clutch bags. And you know those powder puff. They didn't have. As a kid, I wanted one of them powder puffs and lipstick.
To take a powder puff out of your clutch bag,
and be like.
Yeah.
I remember us all going in that toilet that was this big.
Oh, yeah.
This big. I remember you in the corner.
Always.
Far corner. I never quite got that far up there. I got in through the door. My spot and Diane and Anne's spot was near the bar.
Yeah. Well, we started off there, didn't we?
Yeah.
As you went in.
Oh, so I was progressing to get.
We were right by where the music played, but in that corner.
In the opposite corner.
So that would be the music there.
Yeah.
But we'd be in that corner there. And all four of us would head straight for that corner every time.
Well, we just stayed close to the toilet. Or close to the bar, and I didn't even drink. But I remember school friends coming in and saying, "Oh, ain't it great? Ain't it just great?" And I'd be like, "I know." I actually thought it was fantastic.
It was.
It was just lovely.
Yeah.
There was no vibes with anybody. It was just cool. Everybody was just dead friendly.
Just like the music, didn't it?
And that's one of the main things, I think. The music drew a lot of people
in. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
All my dad's friends, all my mum's friends would be down there, and I never felt a way about being down there because they were older than me or anything. I just thought, I'm safe.
Yeah, and people know you. Yeah.
And a load of mixed race people where you went before, there weren't a lot of mixed race people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Confined in one place.
I thought it was, I just loved it. It was brilliant.
In mixed race heaven.
Yes.
In the melting pot,
No, and the music was just really
fabulous.
Good.
I think that's what drew everybody in, though, wasn't it? Was the music.
All sorts.
You went there.
I did try the Nile a few times.
Oh no!
I know, it wasn't for me.
It was under duress. You know, if you couldn't
because there was time
going home.
You're not going down.
No, there was times where it was really packed and you couldn't.
And you had to go in, because it was mainly reggae as well, wasn't it?
And the Reno was every age, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was. That's what I was trying to say. There was a certain age group that went up the Nile. The more mature, where downstairs
it was a mix of
everything.
Every colour, everybody.
Everything and everyone was down there.
I think the Nile though was more black.
Yeah.
There was more black and white.
Yeah.
Whereas the Reno, it was more mixed race, black and white.
Yeah.
Whereas the Nile, it was more black, more white. You used to get the odd mixed race, and probably the ones who couldn't get in the Reno. I remember standing in there one night, and I was so angry because I couldn't get in the Reno.
Beside yourself.
Oh, I was really, really pissed off. But I thought, I'm not going out. Because hook or by crook, I will get in there tonight.
At some point.
And I was stood up against the wall in the Nile, and I was hating it, hating the music. But something kept catching my eye. And when I turned round, I couldn't see anything. And I thought, it was sporadic, kept happening. And I was thinking, I'm going to find out what this is. So I stood there and I thought, I'm going to go slow. And I turned round really slow, and there was a fucking crack in the wall. And it was a traffic.
Never.
Don't lie.
It was a traffic.
So that's why it was only happening every so often.
Yeah, when the lights changed.
Jeez, stop it.
And when I sussed what it was, I took my ass out of there. I'm leaning on the wall. I could have been like on Princess Road in a rubble.
Both buildings, though, they were death traps in both of the buildings. But if it was open tonight, we'd both be there.
Knowing what I knew about that crack in the wall, I never went up there again.
Knowing that there was pure roaches downstairs, would you have gone downstairs? It's only afterwards.
No, because there was too much going on to see roaches.
All that thing.
Everybody was dancing.
And having a good time.
Even the roaches. The roaches are getting down.
The only time I saw roaches that totally freaked me out was in, which one was the blues in the flats? Was it Gretny Walk or?
The kitchen, was it called the kitchen?
No, that was like a housey.
Oh, okay.
It was a proper flats, Limbrick or Gretny Walk or one of those. Gretny Walk, was it?
One of them.
And I'd gone in there, again under duress, because it's not my music, but I'm determined I'm not going home. And my friend said to me, look up. And I was like, what? And she said, look up. And I looked at the ceiling, and it was covered.
Oh no!
It was covered.
No,
in cockroaches.
I'm out.
I was. Because I was like that. And I was like, and I never went back there again. But the Reno, there could have been cockroaches.
Yeah, cockroaches buying you a drink.
And I found my bag.
My tumours.
I know nothing would have stopped. The other day I heard there was rats.
I
didn't really see it.
We probably had that as chicken.
There was no exit, was there?
No.
How did you get? How were we
You
going
had
to
to
get?
walk through
No,
the
there
back.
was a
There was at the back of the pool room, wasn't
but
Yeah, through
that
the
high
pool
step
room.
to get up, and everybody.
Yeah, they had
Can
to
you
stand up.
imagine?
Yeah, you probably wouldn't have got
I
out.
don't know.
Yeah,
what
well, they
yeah.
didn't when it all kicked off that time.
Yeah.
I wasn't
GML
about
thing.
there.
Well, I
That
got
was
in.
horrendous.
Yeah. Was you there when that?
Yeah, I was as well.
I
But
was
that, through the gambling room, sometimes that's how you had to come in.
Right, I never come
I
in that
never
way.
came in
I
that
never.
way.
Yeah, you had to come
I
in that
always
way.
came
So
Was that more in the older?
yeah, no, that's when, when I'm saying that, sometimes you
Couldn't
not get in there.
they'd
Then you have to
see
go
you,
around
yeah.
and get in the back way.
I've
No,
very
no.
rarely seen anybody go out that way.
No.
Even when it
I
kicked off,
remember
there was
running
about-
out that way. Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know why
I
we
don't.
ran out, but there was loads of us running out, all dead clumped
Well, it always
together.
had the odd little
But I don't
scene.
remember
Yeah, there was
why.
always a mad little fight
Yeah.
in there or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
wasn't there?
But that GML thing, what was
Yeah, that
serious
was-
list, they went
That
out
was
there.
nonsense.
Was you there,
Absolutely.
Susan?
Yeah, it was horrendous.
Yeah,
I never.
it
I
was.
wasn't.
It was vile, yeah.
And I think that was the end of it then.
That was the end of it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really know, do we?
Well,
to be fair.
Not here
Yeah,
now,
valleys on and everything.
resting.
But that was nearly the end of the
Marcel
Reno,
King.
not long after.
Yes, he
Quite a
did.
few people
Yeah.
did. But
They
they
sort of
were
like went for the brothers.
But they, to be fair, they weren't hitting anybody they looked at.
And
You don't look
Yeah.
at them. Yeah.
I remember seeing, because we was in the kitchen, and do you remember it had that fence, that
Yeah,
yeah,
gate and everything? We was shut that gate, and that was it. We stayed in there. And I remember when they'd all gone out, Marcel coming over, and you couldn't actually see the colour of his skin. It was blood from his whole
Was it?
face.
And such a lovely guy.
Who's not?
as
Is he
well.
going to hurt?
It was hard.
Who's that, Marcel King?
Yeah, yeah. It was
Such
awful.
a lovely soul.
Yeah. So they went for anybody really, but mainly for brothers who they couldn't get a brother or a cousin of.
Yeah.
They
Whoever.
knew.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, it was
Luckily,
horrible.
them times it wasn't guns. It was more
it was baseball
bats
and
so nobody
shit,
died.
Oh, can you imagine if it was?
Yeah, well, that's why, in a way, that's why
it'd have been a
it's a good
bloodbath.
thing that it did close. Cause
it would have headed that
been a
way
death
sooner
trap,
or
really,
later. It would have headed that way because it just nonsense went on after
Do
that.
you remember
didn't it?
your last night there?
I can't remember because I just didn't know it was closing. I don't think it went like
No.
that.
Was there a date that says?
No, I don't
No.
know. I think it
This
closed
is-
for a while
No.
and then just didn't open
It didn't
again.
reopen because
Nobody
I
knew.
can't remember ever hearing.
And what
Oh,
year
this
was
is
it?
the last night.
86 was it?
I've heard it's 86. I've also heard it's 88.
Yeah.
For a good 5
Okay.
years. 88, yeah.
I really don't know.
Let me just think.
I had my son, my second son, 87. So I think I might have stopped going there.
I think it
about
was around then.
86.
86, 87.
After all
I
that
think it
nonsense, that did it for me.
Yeah.
But that's
Still,
about-
It might have gone now and again, but
Yeah,
it,
no,
it just
still, that was
wasn't the
regular.
same.
That
It
done
wasn't
it
the
for
same.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that did it for me. 'Cause too many people got hurt
was
down there
terrible.
that
Yeah.
night, and for no good reason. Not a good, valid reason,
Yeah.
anyway. It's because
And
somebody
in
bumped
such
you.
a
Yeah.
confined space,
Space,
it must
yeah.
have been horrendous. That.
Well, what I was
to
saying, I'll say, dickheads. Just
Yeah.
drinking in there fucking 2-3 weeks before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Along with the people that they're fighting
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Because
So it would have been
yeah.
quite dangerous
Yeah.
to actually go down there.
I was,
But it don't
All
matter.
right.
I was not warned, but advised
Yeah.
not to have people come into my house.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, only because where I lived then, somebody else lived in the same house but in the next street,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
and people got mistaken because many a time people have come and asked for, and I go like that,
Not wrong
next
with
street,
Yeah.
and my sister-in-law Helen went to the guy's house one day and knocked on the door, and he's opened the door, so she just said, "Hiya, Susie in." And he went like that, "You've got the wrong house." And she went like that, "Fuck off," and pushed past it.
Oh my god.
Pushed past it. Up the hallway. She said, and it was only when she got in the living room and it was not through.
Oh,
And she
it's Susie's.
But then she had to come back past it.
Sorry. Not enough.
And she came round to mine then, and she was horrified.
She
I
was.
was crying. I had the tears. I was like that.
No way, you just.
She said, "But I told him to fuck off." And I pushed past him and stormed in his house.
Jesus.
Oh, I was killing myself. He lived in the next street to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was so funny. She said, "I thought you were just sending somebody to wind me up saying you didn't live there." Oh, I was crying. Oh, it's so funny.
I remember first time seeing, well, obviously I knew Frank to the end, but when I first met him, seeing him, it was in there with Chips, and Natalie might have been there.
Yeah.
And it was just
Has anybody ever seen Natalie?
Seen her at
yeah, I've
last
seen her at
year.
his funeral. But it was just like, wow, is that Frank Pereira? And all his big hat when I first
Yeah.
seen him. And getting all the drinks in,
Yeah.
and it was so nice, when I
Yeah.
first met him. And then a couple of years later, I moved from Cunny Crescent and ended up living next door to him. So that's how I really got to know him.
Nice.
All round there, yeah.
Cunny, in Russia.
You see, I don't remember you from the Reno.
Well, I don't remember, and we would definitely
Yeah.
must have been going at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah,
But
like I say, I came later. When you were, I remember seeing you in the corner with Frank and Chip.
Yeah.
And Barry sometimes. Sorry.
Cheers.
thanks, love.
Yeah, like I say, I used to be near the
Down that end.
yeah,
Mm.
and use as well. But I wanted to get up that end, you know. Never got up there.
You see, I remember you. My first recognition of you was getting out of the taxi outside the gallery with Diane.
Really?
And Diane had always said to me, "You've got a twin.
Okie doke.
Name's Debbie. You've got a twin. You've got a twin." And she said it to me for years, and nothing ever registered. I mean, we went to the same school, but I don't remember that because I never went. That's another story.
I remember her in school, but she don't remember me. I remember her in the Reno, and she don't remember me. And now I can't get rid of her.
And I remember Diane got out the taxi outside the gallery, and I was just leaving.
Yeah.
And as she got out the taxi, she said, where are you going? I said, oh, I'm going down the Reno.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, we're going to have an hour in here, and you get out the taxi. And I went, fucking hell. I said, you've got to be Debbie. You went, you've got to be Susie. And we just started laughing. Because she'd said for years, you've got a twin, you've got a twin.
I actually don't remember that, but I do remember seeing you loads of times. I won't say loads of times in school.
No, you wouldn't.
Because I said you was
gone.
But definitely loads of times in the Reno.
Yeah.
Right.
And then when you had Kwame, because remember, I'm going to say the name again, Barry lived directly facing...
You, yeah.
So I remember you coming, but that was before I started seeing you in the Reno. I saw you at Barry's mum's house.
Okay, that wouldn't have been very often.
No, it was. I think it was the one.
Yeah,
the real.
That sounds like it.
The one.
Because I did used to come over that side. Because you used to live on. Linda used to live over, not on your side, but over on the estate off Money Present.
Right.
So if I go to Linda's, we used to cut through.
Yeah.
And that's how.
I saw you and your mum. We'd bring it in when he was tiny, but then after that, I'd see you because there's not much age difference between Nathan and Kwame.
So
there is. So
yeah, they're all the same age.
Yeah.
Same age.
Yeah.
Time, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So how old's he now?
He's 35
Yeah,
in
same
2
age.
weeks.
Yeah, they're all the same age.
Yeah, Nathan will be 36.
Yeah, Fidel's 36
October.
in September.
So we're all
Debbie, tell us your worstest thing you ever seen in the Reno.
And I'm not lying. I can't remember ever seeing
Really
anything that was horrifying. I just every time I went down there, I had a ball, and I'd go home, and when I'd get up in the morning, I'd be thinking,
I'm going to do that again tonight.
You don't see them fighting there, but it was over pretty quick. They just get pulled out, thrown out.
I honestly
like a
can't
thing,
even say that I remember. I wasn't in there every night. I wasn't there every weekend neither. It was sometimes I'd go in like 4 weeks straight, and then I'd not go for a while, and then I'd go back again. I wasn't, but I can remember every time I went there, I had a real good time. I properly enjoyed it. I don't remember ever thinking, oh, I'm never going back there again. I was just thinking, can't wait to come back.
I'm never going back there again.
I think
Like what I'd say about if I go places now.
Yeah.
Like, where did I go? Morgan's Bar.
Okay.
Never going back
I was
there
in there on
again.
Sunday.
Oh no, I didn't like it. Never going back there. Never had that experience in the Reno. I always thought it was really good. Did you ever think, I'm not coming here again? Only after
all that
and the
nonsense
same
that
with
went
you.
on.
No, I still went back there.
Only after all that.
Is that the
Stop
worst
me.
thing you've seen in the Reno?
In the Reno, I'd say.
Yeah.
I've seen worse things happening in other clubs. So.
Have you? Wow. Is that the worst thing you've seen, Sue?
That was horrendous. So the sheer fact of how it happened and the people it happened to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There was just no need for that. It was horrible. And like I say, that to me was like, I don't need this. I don't need
Do you think, though, leading up to that, if that hadn't have happened, do you think you would have carried on going down there?
Well, yeah.
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 I think they always do.
So,
Yeah.
So
there was
that
always somewhere to
definitely-
go
Yeah.
after wherever you've been.
Yeah.
If the Reno closed at 2, maybe it wouldn't have been, people wouldn't have been there as much, but everybody knew, even if you still went to town.
Yeah, you went there. You
going
didn't go in there till
straight
2
from-
o'clock,
Yeah.
even if you didn't go out
Yeah.
first.
You weren't leaving your
That's what
house
I
till
said.
1, 2 o'clock.
That's what I said. If I had £2 and I couldn't go to town, couldn't afford town with 2, you could still go Reno. I could walk from where I live.
Yeah.
So you have the money to pay. I think it might have been £1 in.
Yeah.
25p for your can of Coke or
Depending,
whatever.
sometimes
We're
you get
drinking
it for free if you smile now.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Did you?
no.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. He never stopped
a couple
charging
of quid
me
would see
till
you
I
through the
tried to
night.
book on me.
yeah.
That's when he stopped charging me.
He always
The
charged me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the odd time I did get in for free.
What was you doing, Debbie, man?
I think he knew my dad.
Oh, okay.
Right, most of the
He knew
elders.
my dad, but he didn't give a fuck.
Bastard.
Do you know what I mean? I think I was 18. I was about 18 when I met Diane.
I've known Diane.
Yeah,
She was a friend of my mum's before she was
Yeah.
a friend of
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah, I was 18 when I first met her, and I just got on with her straight away.
Where did you meet her in there?
In the Reno, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I knew her way before that. She was a friend of my mum's. She knew my mum and my dad. And then I don't know how I've booked up on her again, but it was through her that I ended up going back into the Reno.
And she was living over on Robert Adam then?
No, she lived on William Kent.
Kent, right.
I lived on Robert Adam.
Right. Because I remember going to the flat over there.
Yeah. Who was she with?
I can't say the name.
Okay.
I knew what you mean.
Let's just say that cunt.
Okay.
So Linda, you live near me on Cunny Crescent as well, but she doesn't remember being my neighbour.
It's strange.
She was my neighbour. I opened my door. There was only 2 doors in Medlock Court.
Oh yeah, you've said this before.
Yeah. I know you fella.
Tom.
Yeah, I knew him well, but I never really spoke to you or seen much of you.
No, she was
I used to see Linda all the
She's
time.
my neighbour at my door.
She's in your face.
And then you lived on Cunny Crescent then. So whereabouts on Cunny Crescent did you live?
Penton Walk. You
That's
know
on
the
Ratley Walk.
continuation of Green Street.
Oh yeah, no, she was a bit away. I was more near the Pepperhill.
Yeah.
Just round the corner.
Yeah.
So 10 years I was there. I don't remember ever seeing you much of you after I moved from Medlock Court. So we're both still living in the same area. Anyway.
How could we be living in Medlock Court together? Because you're quite a bit younger than me, aren't you?
How old's your daughter?
37.
Right. I was pregnant in there, and my son's 36, and you had a crawling daughter. I still remember a baby girl. I remember her. So when you lived there when I was pregnant. I moved in there. I might have been 2 months pregnant, and I moved out when he was 9 months old. So I was there for about just under 2 years.
What floor did you live on?
11th. 1101.
That's so
Medlock
weird,
Court.
man.
No, you were my neighbour.
11?
Yeah. We used to knock the door for matches and stuff, but it was never you. It was always you fella. Tom would get it off. So that's probably why he can kind of remember me. I'm sure you used to ride a bike. One of you did.
Yeah, we both had
There you go.
bikes.
Yeah. But she just don't remember.
But I think what's weird is that we're older than you, but our kids are all the same age practically.
We were a bit more. We were a bit.
No, I was nearly 19. It's not that bad.
No, I was
Fuck off,
20.
man. You was 12. Come on. Come on,
I
man.
was 22.
Oh, you was a bit older, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was 18.
Right.
I was 19. I don't know how that works. No, I was 20.
Yeah, I was 22.
Right. And I would have been 18 pregnant
Yeah, so
when I
that's
moved
right.
in there.
So you're 55.
4. 55 this year. So that's about right.
Yeah.
What,
What's the funniest thing you've ever seen in the Reno?
I've seen too many.
The reflection in the mirror.
Hey, I'll tell you what was the worst thing, never mind the funniest.
Go on.
When they put the lights on, they never told you.
Oh,
And everyone was caked in makeup.
Well, that was
that blue
Oh,
that
with your dandruff on.
That was disgusting.
Don't wear a black top in there.
Yeah,
I
but
know.
the lights coming on was horrendous.
Well, the thing is,
and it
if
was
you got to
perms.
know the music,
Yeah, you knew what
knew
they
what the tune
were
was,
going to
the last
play. Yeah, so
tune.
we'd make our way to the door
Okay.
because your
You knew what
perm
the
would be
last tune-
dripping on you.
Yeah.
Everybody else's perm would be dripping on you.
Yeah.
It's horrendous. You know when you've seen what you'd been in when the lights come on.
I didn't care by then. No, I'd be so drunk and so stoned, I couldn't give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Riding high was definitely
Oh, God,
an
yeah.
end of the
Yeah.
night.
So we was
Love
playing
that
mostly
tune
when
still.
yous went because it was mainly Persian
and
and
Cooley.
Cooler. Tomlin.
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 That, you see, that was the end for me.
Oh,
Right,
I don't
and,
give a fuck, it's on camera.
we've all got our
That was the end
references.
for me.
Yeah.
And,
that was the end for me.
didn't Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis.
Dennis.
Yeah.
So that was more
And
when I
Ewan.
was there. Yeah.
But then when
At the
Tomlin
end.
came in, I thought, no, this isn't for me no more. Fuckers,
Fucking
burning my ears out. No,
Not doing it.
definitely not.
I must admit, it's the same for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rather listen to France.
But at that time, then there was loads of other places people were going as well. So
Yeah.
yeah. Just popping in the Reno, maybe not as much because town was.
A few
There's
artists
4 or 5
came down the
clubs
Reno.
to
though,
Yeah,
didn't
Frankie Beverly was in
I
there, wasn't
know,
he?
my
There
Yeah.
was
man.
Steve Davis in
Man,
there with
I
that
love
fancy
him.
dolly bird. Did you ever see him?
The snooker
Snooker
guy.
player.
No, because
He's always
Thingy
in
used to
there.
go
I
in
don't know
there
what he
a
was
lot,
up
didn't
to,
he?
yeah, with a big
What
dog.
was his name?
Higgins.
Alex Higgins. Yeah, he
That's
was
the one.
always-
Sorry, Alex Higgins. That's sorry.
Yeah,
That's
he
the one.
was always.
Yeah, I've
in
seen
there.
him in there. Some big
Bob
6'2"
Marley
dolly
came
bird.
down there as well.
Who?
Bob Marley
Yeah,
came
yeah, I
down
wasn't
Yeah,
there
yeah,
when he
yeah.
came
Yeah.
down there, but I do remember that.
Really?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Frank will kill himself, you know,
That would
that
have been
he...
before I even went
and
in there.
Carol.
Oh, yeah.
They brought him down.
Okay.
Who did?
Carol Morgan and Naya.
Oh, yeah.
Bella,
I remember
they,
that.
yeah,
June,
they.
was it? Kingsley.
Remember Kingsley?
That's it,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, tell us the funniest thing you've ever seen. The absolute
There's just been
funniest
some
thing.
funny people that are dancing in there and the way they dress. And just, you always got somebody that would entertain you for the night.
No, definitely.
Of
Wouldn't you?
course, yeah.
We used to tease each other like my sisters, the four of us. So anybody that was always kind of doing something a bit crazy, if they looked half like you with an afro, we'd call
That's
there's
it, yeah.
Ellen. But we do it for years. I'm not even going to mention any names because I can't mention people now who used to call me sister. And one of them was a bloke. He used to go, here's Ellen. But we all had one that we'd call you, take the piss.
Who's your Susie? Come on.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying
Come
this
on.
all, but I can definitely remember Helen's. I'll tell you in a bit.
There was too many funny nights.
Yeah,
in there.
it's hilarious.
Too many funny nights.
Everybody says it. It's like one big night,
Yeah.
isn't it? You
Yeah.
know, like it all kind of blends
in one
into
day,
each other.
I loved Christmas down there. I thought Christmas was brilliant. Loved
New
Christmas.
Year.
Christmas and New Year.
what
Yeah.
I remember taking my mum down there. Instead of her taking me to get money off my dad, I said, "Come on, I'm taking you out." And we both got done up, and I took her down there. And she said, "You're like a celebrity," because there was so much love given.
Yeah.
Everybody was coming up, hugging,
Yeah.
kissing,
Oh, yeah.
and for her to stand back and see her daughter
Yeah.
receiving so much love,
Yeah.
it must have been really nice. Do you know?
Mhm.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said, I met my dad down there, took my mum down there.
I think my dad stopped going when we started going. He might have come, he might have come in on the one occasion, the odd occasion.
He used to
but-
come down at Christmas.
At Christmas,
sometimes.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
other than that, he stopped going when we started.
Mum never go in there.
My mum used to go in there. But
On
before,
occasion at Christmas again as well.
Yeah,
I've seen-
but very rare. But she used to go there before, obviously,
Yeah,
when we
before,
were
yeah.
little kids, when it was Sue Taylor's granddad had it.
Oh,
What was
yeah.
it called then? The Palm Beach? Or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
I didn't, right?
Yeah, Sue Taylor's granddad had that
Yeah.
before Phil got it. Yeah.
I wonder who came up with that name.
Reno.
Yeah. I know a kid called Reno.
Really?
Yeah, little boy called Reno.
Okay. Might call my next kid Reno.
Are you having it too
Can't
soon?
wait for that.
That's
Yeah.
irrelevant.
Anyone who's willing?
Yeah, sperm bank.
Virgin, mate. It's going to be there. It's going to be there.
There you go, Reno.
Is it break time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's over break.
Condoms are balloons now.
Did it?
I mean,
You're
you've
in.
heard that before. Is it in?
If you have to ask, get out.
Get out in it. Don't be dirty in my sheets. Get out.
You just need, what do you call it, staple gun?
But I'm still going to have to, I want that hand.
Yeah, but I mean to put that up, right, you're going to get a Lula. Dum, dum, dum. Staple
I
gun.
haven't got one. Who's got one? They're the people that have things like staple guns.
Sure Sally had one. Sure,
That's what I mean. It's one of them. One of them. Alright. Yeah. Tum up there.
What's
Why
that?
would you- what you
Yeah.
gonna put that?
Should we talk right? We're on, girl.
No.
Would you come Right, should we talk about giving it away?
No.
Wait.
Me, give it away.
What were you
talking about?
She's gone mad now.
Yeah.
She's talking fuck.
As my mother would say, Percival. Pure Percival.
Fuck Chris. Do you remember when everything was fuck Chris?
Yeah.
Shut up, fuck Chris. Shut fuck Chris.
Look, everyone's gone quiet again. We just howling 5 minutes
I've been
ago.
drinking now. Where's your drink?
Oh, I only poured one for me, sorry.
Thanks, Philip.
I thought everybody was on tea and coffee.
Hey, that
Cheers,
drink's out there.
I'm alright.
Too cold out. It's too cold for it. Left us, I went, I'll have a tea.
Oh, I'm going to put the ice machine on when I get home now. Yeah, fill the freezer.
There's more ice in there.
Fill it up. I've had it.
What should we talk about, girl?
What happened after the Reno?
Well, go on. What do you mean? What happened after the
Yeah, after
Uh,
we shot. Well,
Shamrock.
Shamrock. Well, how long was Shamrock behind the Reno?
It was a good few years, but it didn't feel like it because when that started, it carried the same vibe,
Yeah,
didn't it?
I'd always say that. The Reno, the closest thing to the Reno
I
to me
said
was the
that the other
Shamrock.
night,
Always
didn't I?
were.
Yeah.
Relaxed, you felt at home, you didn't have to think about how you're getting home, if there's any trouble, you just knew what it was going to be
Which
like.
again, there was trouble from time
but
to time in there, but it was like the Reno in the sense that Persia was playing there, Dennis had played there, Ewan had played there. Thankfully, they never got Tomlin in, but that's another story. But
I never said that. Not me.
Anyway. Go back up.
But that came the closest to me. Because again, people travelled from out of town to come
And
there.
where did you live then? Where
Still
you lived
around the corner.
That was ideal.
The next street.
That was ideal.
And I was here,
Yeah.
so everyone was close by.
Taxi.
You could
Where?
walk everywhere then, couldn't you really? Then? So.
Yeah.
Did you have any boyfriends out the Reno?
Did you?
Skip. Let me skip the question.
Oh,
I was wondering who the fucking skip.
Next question, please.
What about you?
Like
I definitely didn't.
Some
Did you
people
not?
like
No.
that now. Skip, they
Yeah.
had locks and it was like
Yeah, because I'm
three
talking about
thousand-
Skip.
Yeah, that's why she said it, I thought.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
No.
No, I didn't.
I don't think it was a very chat-up place.
It
Or maybe I
wasn't
just wasn't looking or bothering, but people just wanted to get into the music, didn't they?
Yeah.
Get the drink and do what they were doing, so I don't know. Wasn't no chat-up corners really there, was there?
I got married out of the Reno.
Did
Come to
you?
think about it, yeah, I met Tom in the Reno.
Where did you meet?
in there as well.
Getting somewhere now.
Yeah.
Well, because he was friends with Derek, and I walked around with Susan, so it was sort of like.
Yeah. Derek was lovely, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Beautiful guy, Derek.
Well, me and him could fight.
You and Derek?
Could you, Sue?
Not fistical fight,
Yeah.
but we were too much alike.
Yeah.
Birthdays were a few days apart.
Okay.
And I never really got
I
on
can
with
always
Gemini
remember
guys.
he was immaculate.
Oh God,
Every
everything had
time-
to be pressed. And,
Immaculate. And as a kid, because he was older than me,
uh-huh.
I used to look at always spotless trainers,
Mm-hmm.
jeans,
Pressed.
immaculate,
Yeah.
everything immaculate, hair immaculate. I just used to think, wow.
Yeah.
You know me and the clean thing. I
Oh,
love that.
Jesus, yes.
And he had his own style though as
Yeah.
well.
He did,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, a lot of people had their own individual
Yeah.
styles in there, didn't they? You know,
Yeah.
Definitely.
everybody had their own
Yeah.
style. You didn't have to copy anybody, you know. There's no need for it.
And little Mad Touch is like, I don't know where they got them, but Derek Starr used to sew like Rizzler onto his jeans.
Or you could get those patches.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
that's
with it
it.
on it and
Yeah,
so
yeah,
on.
yeah,
you get
yeah.
the patches
Yeah.
in there.
So I used to
Yeah.
have the fists, over the black
Yeah,
fists back
yeah.
in
Mm.
the, late 70s.
Yeah.
They sold them on, sold on your jeans. Great.
And the flat jackets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek definitely had his own style.
It was lovely.
I got a great picture of him the other day of Fan Maloney.
Okay.
Yeah, with him I can't say the other guy, doing blowback. But it's just like a brilliant picture.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I must have some as well. So
No, we all
when I
need to
go
look
through.
at pictures.
Yeah, I must have gone through because I had on my kitchen wall.
Yeah, you did.
I had my whole kitchen wall was covered in pictures, and then one day I was looking at it, I was thinking, God, he's passed. He's passed. He's passed. And,
Yeah.
Did you take him down then?
No,
Yeah.
because it was memories.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The pictures were there as
And the
memories.
thing is,
Yeah.
now everybody takes pictures on
On
the
the
phone.
phone, so
you don't
So
look
you've
back
got
then,
no,
though.
yeah,
Yeah.
you've got no. Well, you keep
Not
them
like
on your
we used to
phone.
keep
yeah.
them, yeah. Yeah, and now as well, when I look through like my dad's photograph
Yeah.
album, do you know what I mean? He's got about 3 big,
Oh,
thick
that's it.
photograph
We've-
albums. With,
We've got a phone.
Yeah, there you go.
With
I
a
have
map.
got photograph albums.
Yeah, I've up there.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
active,
Only
yeah.
of my children when they were younger.
Oh no, I've got pictures from when we was back in the day of Derek, of Stuart Dance. Like I say, I had them all on the wall, and back in those days, I had a lot of Polaroid
I was gonna
pictures.
say the
which
po-
are
Instant,
that was
Yeah.
the
Yeah, Poland.
Yeah.
I used to
I
remember
remember
that
it
was
well, yeah.
really good then.
Because of where I was working as well, because I had a camera, I could always just take them into work and get them done.
I remember them and
shaking like a Polaroid picture.
Yeah.
Okay, shaking as well in the corner.
Oh no, that's an itch.
Oh, was that it? Sorry.
I love your summer house, Susie.
Thanks.
We all love Susie's summer house.
Yeah.
We're talking about this, Susie, by the way.
No, it's proper chilled now.
Yeah, it
We
is.
should have started it off in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's proper great.
I'd chill out there.
I'll do for
Yeah.
when we have something here.
Yeah.
Barbecue. No, I invited to my non-barbecue. Have you been to one?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
I think I have been to
Non-barbecue,
Yeah,
barbecue.
I'm not having no barbecue burning.
Smelling
Something. I'll make the
clothes
food in
up
the
and all
house.
that.
But we're all out here.
Sounds
We
so
call it a
much like
barbecue.
you, this one.
You got very well,
Separated.
actually. Yeah.
No, it's quite organised, isn't it? So we're out here till about 2 in the morning from the day.
Yeah.
Drinking.
Half Christmas.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it
I love it.
outside.
I love it, love it, love it. That's all I can say. I embrace it with all my
But what
heart.
does half caste mean?
It means?
It means... is it
Because when you
not
say half
politically
caste,
correct, no.
no, I'm not being politically correct.
No, I'm saying it's not politically
Yeah,
correct.
no, but when you say half caste, because when you terminate your interpretation of half caste, is that half black, half white?
Yeah, to
Yeah.
me it is.
To me, it is.
To me it
See,
is.
with me, I'm a bit different. It doesn't...
Because I would say I have mixed race. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not. But at the time, I know where you're coming from because in them days, it was deemed half caste, which I
Yeah.
always deemed.
Yeah,
as
people
something
is-
that was
but
cast
But
off.
since it's been not,
Yeah.
most mixed race, if you want to call us that,
Yeah.
don't care.
No.
So as long as that person doesn't care...
No, but a lot of people do,
Yeah, no,
don't
but
they?
if you...
Yeah,
no,
'cause
but
I've got a mixed race granddaughter, and I would not accept half caste. But then,
No, no,
Well,
that's
that's a
of-
different
that's of this
time.
era.
Yeah.
that's what I mean, yeah.
That's
But,
what we
No,
but we're
that's a
talking
different
about
time.
speaking to each
Yeah.
other, really.
Yeah,
So if I
exactly.
was speaking to somebody else...
I know Michelle wouldn't
Oh, I
like
wouldn't-
that terminology.
Yeah,
her
but some
mum-
don't,
do
and
you know
that's
what I mean?
up
Her
to
mum
them.
and dad
That's what I
did
said.
not
A lot
allow
of
it.
people really
Yeah.
dislike it.
Yeah.
I couldn't give a rat's ass.
And yet her mum used to go. I think Michelle. I think her dad and her mum might have gone into the Reno at some point, but they never
Yeah.
allowed their children to say that they were half caste.
Yeah.
Not allowed them to say.
No, Michelle was
Yeah.
always raised as being black. Yeah.
As being black.
Yeah.
See, that offends me.
Yeah, because
Yeah, so it
Well,
was-
both,
yeah.
well, both of her parents.
Yeah, so
her
it's
mum
like-
was mixed race, wasn't it? And her dad was Trinidadian. So
They didn't have any...
So-
Well,
do you know what I mean?
the immediate
We're
parent
not
wasn't
our
white.
way.
We're not, though. You have to
We're-
remember that. And even though I'm not as much like yous are with the half-caste thing...
Why?
Because...
Get half cast, man.
No,
Stop.
no, 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 no. I know what...
Get up, Mel!
Get out of our
I know who I am. I know I have a white mother and a black father, and I know I'm mixed. But other than that, I'm black. That's the way it is. I've been brought up with, if I'm seen in the street, I ain't called half-breed. I wasn't called mixed-race kid. I was
Black.
called a nigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
So-
so?
Yeah, where she was brought up.
Well, even
Oh,
wherever.
yeah.
But that's
No,
what
we
it was.
weren't.
Well, I was up in more whiter areas, so
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, even though I wasn't around a lot of black people, hardly any, to be fair.
Yeah, no. Basically,
I was still just black. I know what I am. I'm not saying, oh, I'm black. Both my parents
Yeah.
are black. Do you understand? I'm saying I'm black, as in that's not the
That's-
con.
yeah.
That's,
But
that's
Susie,
what I'm always
when you
gonna
went
be
in
called.
the
You can't hide from the fact that you've got black in you, so I'm black.
Yeah, but
that's
we're
just
not.
the way
We
it
can't
is.
hide from the fact that we've got.
But
No,
why
no,
in
and that's
us?
what I
Yeah.
said. But I
Yeah.
never said I'm denying that I'm mixed.
Yeah.
That's not a problem. But I wasn't brought up. See, I came into Moss Side, went Burley Youth Club, went Moss Side Youth Club, and it was mainly black.
No,
I
it
had to
was.
wait. No, it was. I went Moss Side Youth Club,
Yeah,
Burley Youth
it
Club,
was,
all of them,
yeah,
Aquarius.
yeah.
It was mainly black, the odd white, and a few mixed. And I used to go to Cheetham Hill, which was a lot mixed race.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
it was. But I hung around with mainly black. That was just because that's the way it was. That's
At
where
that
I was
time,
going.
yeah.
And I didn't need to be around.
What
the
about
same
when
as
you
me.
went in the... Lots of people, right, that come on the videos, they
Yeah.
go, if they're not... I've noticed if they're not mixed race,
Yeah.
right, they go, oh, I didn't see that there was pure
Right.
mixed race. And I think you must have been blind. I keep
Nah.
quiet to
But
myself.
they might
But
not
I know a lot
notice.
of people that were black that went in there. A
No,
lot.
Yeah,
no,
but
that-
there was a lot of.
Can I just
mixed
say?
race.
Yeah,
Can I
there
just
was a
say?
lot.
Linda?
I think it was predominant.
For
For
me,
me,
it
it
was.
was
It was earlier on.
But it wasn't.
More so,
Earlier,
yeah.
in our
So
days,
in
it
our
was.
days-
Yeah, so
In
what
our
I'm trying to
days,
say
it
is, and
was.
that's why there's a lot of argument. People say, people are doing this mixed race thing, and people are saying, earlier on, and I wasn't there, and I understand what these mean though.
Yeah.
because I know I've been to places where I've felt the odd one out. So to be around the people that are all the same as you doesn't bother me. I don't care. But that's how it felt. But that was earlier on. As it went on to my day and our day in the Reno, I'd say half were mixed, quarter were black and a quarter were white. Around that kind of mix. It wasn't.
Yeah, but that's still predominantly mixed.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But people probably just didn't notice it. They were just intermingling, and maybe.
I think, yeah, because sorry, I know I'm an outsider, but I think because you were mixed race or half caste, however you want to say what you are, I think you just would look. That was what it was about. You were looking. I remember growing up in Hume and. You know, we'd be on the bus, my friends, we'd see a mixed race, an afro. You go, afro, mixed race. Do you know what I mean? So, but I think because you were in that and that's you, it was your identity, it was your people. You naturally only seen that because that's what you were looking at. But I know a lot of people that also went to the Reno and they were going for years as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we're not denying that.
No, I'm not.
We're not denying that, and you didn't go, so
I never.
You can't speak
Susie,
for that.
man, you need to hold yourself.
No.
You fight with her.
I know what she means. I do understand.
No, I do.
See both sides of it.
Right.
I really do, because
I can't.
A lot of black people have said to me, Linda, I have to hold my hands up and say, a lot of black people, full black people, have said to me about this that it seems very half-casty. Obviously, no, they are. Do you know what I mean? Whatever. A lot of it is, and then they're saying, but the Reno wasn't a half-caste club, and it wasn't. But it was one that generated more than the average club.
That
they
wasn't
congregated
the main reason why you went
Yeah, but no one's saying. No one is ever saying that a black man didn't own it, a black man didn't run it full black, and that black people didn't go there because they went there as much as we did. It's their club, yeah. So remember that. We're not just looking at us as our club.
No, but there's nothing wrong. What I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong with looking at your history as mixed race people. Half caste, I just don't like saying that, right?
Whatever.
So, and I embrace that, and I listen to it, and hence is why I'm listening to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not here to judge you or whatever. It's your identity, and that's something that at that particular time when you were all there, you have your history, your memories of that, and no one can.
But
really
when
take
she's
that
doing
away.
an interview with a full black person, then let's say a Jamaican full black. That's not the conversation. The conversation is about when they went. So it doesn't have to. They're not. Her discussion then won't be about. Well, was there loads of mixed race people? Then that's not what it's about. But we identify with that. We can't not identify with it because that's what we are.
But don't you think then that we that we do what we argue that other people do, which is segregate?
No, because I've always explained to you about me when I was segregation.
I know.
It's about identity. And I will never be, and these three will never be, as it is full black, because we haven't got two black parents. It's not something we're proud of or hate.
It's not,
it's the way it is. We are mixed.
And there's certain things that we understand about each other because of
we'll
that.
identify with each other.
Both your dads are Jamaican,
that's African. So
it was different again. It was different again.
I was brought up with just my dad and not a white side, so that's why. And that's why I'm slightly different.
And that's different again.
I was brought up with an African black man.
Yeah, so I can appreciate what she's saying.
Do you understand?
I was brought up
with your mum, and if you love me,
I didn't love my mum. And there's no way I am denying
and I'm not
my
denying
white mum for nobody, nothing.
So
and we were brought up with both our parents.
I would never say
that's where we're different.
Yeah, well,
I never say parents.
Right.
Yeah.
And we were single. So we're all intermingled, even you, at different things. But our colour alone is just different to yours.
See this colour?
See me. This colour, our colours, that's all bullshit, that. Because my son has got green eyes and he's fair, Sue knows, and he's just, they're probably fairer than yours, right? And he's black.
Yeah.
So that's why I have a big problem.
But it's not about your shades.
That's what I'm saying, but that's what she just said then, and that's why I say.
What do you mean? No. She doesn't mean it. She likes her colour. She has every right to like her colour. Your son as a black man, as a light-skinned black man, has every to love his colour. Just because it's not.
I would never say that you should ever deny that your mother or your father, whatever colour they are, you should never deny that.
Yeah, but it's not.
No, I'm saying that. That's what I'm saying.
Shouting at me,
I'm not shouting at you.
No, it's not.
It's not about colour.
It's about
the club.
It's about the club, but it's not about. It's about heritage as well.
Exactly.
My heritage is not full black heritage. It's not full white heritage.
And we weren't born in a different country. Our parents were, but some of you were. So you've got something else to look on.
No, I
We
I
have.
was
No,
born
I'm
in
not talking about you personally. Obviously, I'm talking about some full black people, but they were born here.
Yeah.
But for us, it's hard for us to identify because we were all proper born here.
And when I'm doing interviews, when I'm sat with somebody who's mixed race or half caste or whatever you want, I love talking about being half caste because it's an opportunity to talk about that. Do you know what I mean? Like
things that we've experienced growing up.
Yeah.
Racism from both sides.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Top one.
Exactly.
Black and white people hating you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
"Oh,
exactly.
hang on."
Yeah.
No,
Because there
exactly.
wasn't a
then
vibe
you are gonna
between Moss Side Youth Club even back then, and that's where I went. And Cheetham Hill was mainly mixed race. It was. Cheetham Hill was.
I was born in Cheetham Hill. So
I'm not talking about the whole of Cheetham. I'm talking about Cheetham Hill Youth Club people that I knew, like Tracy Tucker and all them. They were all Cheetham Hill. And when I went to Abraham Youth Club with my little Moss Side friends, we used to get on the 53 and go all the way up there once a week.
Yeah.
When I got there, I, being a mixed race person, did notice. And remember, I wasn't talking about me being 13 or 12, so it's not a big womanness. I could see that. There's quite a lot of mixed race kids here.
Yeah.
I think
Didn't affect me, but
that's nice.
they didn't know. But there was always a little undertone back then
Of what?
of mixed race and black. There always was. Even people
In
used to say to me,
Moss
"How come you're down here from Moss Side with all them blacks?" Because they're mixed race. There was an
Sue, we
undertone
used to
there.
get it in Moss Side.
But it's gone now. Because I think we're all more
I didn't go
mixed.
there.
No, we didn't go there much because of it.
I grew up, and I'm not, you have to excuse me because I think I'm going a bit deaf, so it's not because I'm shouting, it's just the way that I speak. But I think like when I was growing up, I had a mixture of mixed race. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm around with Michelle, with Sylvia, with Inez, and they were all mixed race. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So I never sort of got seen that, if you understand what I mean, where anyone would be saying, "Oh, that person's mixed race, why are you going around with them more?" Do you know what I mean?
It wasn't like that. Because remember, we are young. We're talking about being 12, 13, 14. Everyone picked on everyone for any reason. But it wasn't no big bad thing. It was just
It was just there. It was just the feeling.
Yeah.
Because
there wasn't no big war or fighting or anything. I'm not saying anything like that.
I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I do as well.
I'm trying to get at. But it is different for me than it is for you.
And another reason why I'm bothered about like half casteness or mixed race or whatever is inside of the arts, because I've spent 16 years in the arts. Inside of the arts, whether we like it or not, we're black.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not fucking black.
No, but
do you know what I mean? But that's when they do like any project or whatever, we're just black, whether we like it or not.
But when I go to Ghana, I'm fucking white.
And you're foreign.
Exactly.
In Jamaican, you're foreign.
Yeah, well in Ghana, I'm white, I'm a brunny.
So we have a...
So, we get it from both sides.
Yeah.
Both sides. You go into a fucking white club and you're black.
Yeah.
You go to a black club and you're fucking
You're
white. Or a two-nation bitch.
Yeah.
Some girl I ended up having an argument with some black girl, and she said, "Call me a no nation."
Oh no, that's bad, man. No nation.
Don't forget, we are brought up with quite a bit, not a lot, but
No
them kind of
nation.
things being said.
That-
It's been said by
No, mine was a two-nation.
That would
white people would think the
No, it
same.
didn't me. Mine was a two-nation.
And also it's our age
I
group.
get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
It's mine.
it's something that I obviously experienced. I went to a school that was in Blakely. I was born in Cheetham Hill, went to school in Blakely. I was the only black family, so a bit like you. So I get it. I'm not going to sit here and sort of dumb down your experiences because that would be disrespectful of me.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be. And I don't hope you don't think I'm being disrespectful.
No.
Do you know
We're
what
just
I mean?
explaining
I'm just
why.
getting it obviously from a different...
No, but it just opens up a good conversation.
I don't want you to think...
I love everybody.
I'm disrespecting.
No.
No.
This
Do you know
is
what I
an
mean?
open discussion, and
Well, you see
you're
what you
entitled
see.
Yeah,
And
and
we
that's
see
it.
things from a different perspective.
And that's it. And so it's for me listening to it.
Yeah.
It's why I'm like, wow.
Even
Do you know what I mean? Because when I was growing up, I thought, wow. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes at some point you think, God, why can't I be mixed race? God, my hands.
yeah, well, we all go
Do you know
through
what I
some
mean?
of
No,
that
but do you
silliness,
understand what I mean? But then when you're now telling your story, I'm thinking, wow.
You know why? Because nobody can ever see it from your own perspective. I will never know what it was like to feel like I live in a country where they're being have something done to them.
But I always used to say that, like when that both parents, and I used to say that. That's why I know I respect half caste, but I used to love mixed race because one parent was white and the other one was black, and for me it wasn't denying either.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I get that you don't want to be called black because you're not. Do you know what I mean? But then I deem that we're all, we're the human race. Do you know what I mean? And it's horrible that we segregate, you know, you get put in boxes because it doesn't do anything good. But by the same rule, I still respect your stories because you are embracing who you are, and your mother and your father made
Yeah,
you.
you got it.
Either one. So you can't
I love still seeing
you can't diss the white, you
when
can't
I see
diss
a
the
black guy and a white woman, or a black woman and a white guy, because I know somewhere down the line you're going to make one of this couple. It's coming. It's going to be a melting pot.
Yeah.
It's going to be a melting pot.
And also, it's from our era as well, because
That's what I was
Annie,
gonna
like
say.
Rachel, she's mixed race.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It's not only about a mix of colours or white and black, it's about a mix of cultures at that time. Like Rachel's age group, they're born to two westernised parents, no matter who they are. But we weren't.
Yeah.
Do you know, one was Western and the other one wasn't.
Yeah.
Do you know, they had
Bush.
this, no, exactly. No, but with bush ways. Do you know what I mean? In our house.
In our house.
No, do you know what I mean?
The English
Yeah.
in where yours would have it the same, they come from the same place, so they're quite settled in
No,
what
exactly.
they do.
So the colours are
Yeah.
irrelevant to a certain extent, aren't
Yeah.
they? But ours wasn't. It was, even Christmas was weird, wasn't it? You got one parent like your mum, you know, in
He
our
wants
case.
turkey.
No, but exactly. And he was bothered about.
What is this? I don't want roast potato. Where's the guy?
Oh, it's true, man. And everything, and loads of things in our households were segregated, weren't they? We're different, man.
So you Jamaican?
Yeah.
You see, you've got
Yeah.
more in common with this.
No, I'm not Jamaican.
Oh, no,
Well,
sorry,
look at that.
Trinidadian.
What do you
Trinidadian.
like?
Trinidadian.
I'm a Trinity.
Small island people, Debbie, man.
Do you know what? I don't do the small island, but I am obviously like you. I'm proud of where I'm from. So when I don't like the same rule as you. That when someone goes, "Oh, you're from Jamaica because I'm black." No,
See,
I'm not.
there you go.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is because again, my culture's different as well. So that's why I'm saying to you that I respect the fact that you're both.
Yeah.
Because
I've been
it's.
to your yard.
But
Trinidadian. Yeah.
I've been there.
Oh, it's where Ian.
Yeah.
You met Ian.
Yeah.
I've been to your
That dim
yard.
down one.
You know what? Do you know the thing is? I'm not to go off necessarily, but I did a cruise to 15 Caribbean islands, and here's the joke: that when I went and did them islands, I thought we are big. Not jackasses, but none of us are from them places.
Yeah.
Right? Because when I went, all the big houses, all the best places were all owned by white people.
Mm-hmm.
Because ultimately we went there through slavery.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
don't, man. I'm going
I'm
to cry.
sorry. Do you know what I mean? So for me,
Yeah.
Africa, which I've never been and I really want to go, is if I'm going to go back to when you say you think it, that in West Indies, Trinidad, Jamaica, wherever, they all have the big white houses and we're all still struggling
No, it's true.
on the front.
And-
So when people, sorry. when
Anybody
people
from the West
argue-
Indies is a direct descendant of a slave.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody-
And 9
And
times
you
out
look
of 10,
particularly
if
black
you-
as you look at her. 'cause
well,
you see that you've got.
no, but I've got
Red
Indian
skin.
in me, haven't I? We've got
Yeah.
Guardian in
Red
me.
skin down.
You know what I mean? My granddad was Indian.
Yeah.
My granddad was
Yeah.
Indian. My mum's dad's Indian. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's
they
mixed
gave.
race, isn't
They
it?
gave.
Yeah.
This is why I said to you,
Yeah.
mixed race comes in many forms.
Yeah.
But they gave the Indian man in Trinidad the shilling, so he could be better than the black. Right, and that's how it works.
Yeah.
So that's why you always get the
Classy,
Indian
yeah.
feeling a bit better, even though they were slaves when they went over there, but they were given the
Bit
shilling
better.
Yeah.
to keep the blacks in check. So when I look at the history, I think when we're all crying, we're from Jamaica, we're fighting, divide and rule, because that's why I go, we're the human race. Do you know what I mean? And if we're really going back to say where we're all from, there it is. Your descendants, you can find
Are stronger than you, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we've got our African fathers.
Yeah. I've got to go through what?
You haven't
Calm down, bitch.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
They sold us into slavery, Dad. Fucking hell, start the fight, man.
Get out of the summer house. Get out of the summer house.
Yeah, here in the summer house, Debbie, man.
Do you know what? When they argue, when they say that they sold us, it was different tribes.
Yeah.
And so different
No, because
tribes
them
got...
two was in the crowd.
They were in the right tribe, but they were in the right family. You know what I mean? And that's why the most militant and the strongest ones are the Jamaicans because they were the fighters.
Yeah, well.
And so that's when you see them, they're the fighters.
She's
And the Trinis were placid, and the Barbadians were even worse than us. So the Trinis were very placid. Yeah,
Right.
they've moved everybody and put them on the islands that suited. So the real fighters, and that's why I look like Jamaicans because they're.
Oh, so
you know what I
the
mean?
fighters
The
there.
fight,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the strong ones.
So
And they
You
still-
saying Bob
Usually
and
we
Bob
want
Marley.
Trinidad.
Yeah, we were the more
Same
we were the more
makeup
passive,
as
more
me.
passive.
Oh,
Yeah, different tribes.
Yeah,
different-
yeah.
different
Yeah, I can
tribes.
understand that. Yeah.
That's why when I listen to you, and I'm thinking, I always admire. I've come into the new thing now. I've not even told you, Sue. That my next man I'm meeting is a Nigerian.
Is he? Wow. Why is this?
If I had my choice, obviously
Let's hear why.
I'll tell you why. Fraud. Because
I didn't hear that.
Forgery and fraud. Card theft.
I'm dead shallow. I'm really shallow.
Go on.
Right, but if you're sober, an Anthony Joshua,
beautiful.
right? So, and then my sister went out with Nigerian Porsches, and I've got friends. No, the husband, she's Jamaican, but husband's Nigerian. Absolutely lovely. So that's what I've decided.
What's
okay.
So you want
dead shallow? I'm dead shallow.
Yeah, but you're not going to
Half and something, isn't
Who
it?
is?
Idris.
Is Nigerian.
And
Is there?
Yeah.
he's Nigerian and
But not.
something.
Yeah, it's not.
But
Full
no, he's Nigerian. No, it's not.
No,
Google it.
No, wait till she's with someone with white shoes. About African, I'll give you African.
Listen.
You know the joke is that when I used to go
And a
to
briefcase.
roofers.
And a briefcase. You'll love that.
No, I've got one better, man.
You remember you
I've got one better though. On a mega bus. With his suitcase.
There it is.
That's going to be a briefcase.
We're going to get
So what with this Nigerian that you want? You're only going to get one that's got money. He's only got money if he's.
It's not his own money.
Right now, is that not
Hey,
stereotypical?
so
Well, we know.
my dad will tell you that.
Yeah.
It's that same thing with
Well, do you know what? I've got I'm not stupid anyway, but I've got two friends that are married to Nigerians and they're absolutely lovely, and I'm not. But what I'm saying is that works right across the board because you can argue with Jamaicans that are marrying to get over here, and every Jamaican marries to get over here. I don't think so.
You get good and bad.
I mean, some of them don't want to go.
I don't think so.
I don't care because I'm sitting with a half Nigerian, so she's going to save me when
All the
all the
time.
half Nigerians out there is so negative about this whole
Gonna
thing
kill us.
anyway.
I know.
And you're one of them. Half Nigerian.
Hey, I'm putting my sari back on. Yeah. Oh yeah, we've had it.
We have.
God, I'm
I think
gonna
we've
be
chatted for hours. How long have we chatted for?
All you negative people anyway. Fuck you.
And you know what's going to be the worst bit? They're going to be going, who's that in the background that we can't see?
Yeah.
Wonder if she's white, is she black?
Yeah, no, she's
Sorry.
A red-skinned black woman.
Yeah, Trini.
Yeah.
Trini.
Funny, that's been great.
I think the last bit here was the best. When we started talking about the half-castness,
No,
it just all went off, didn't it?
No, but what's our sign? You know, like Black Power had, you know, like
We didn't
the
have
Black
it.
Club. Yeah. With a half of a glove.
Half-fisted, half-shaped.
Oh, no, with a tan leather glove. You know, the tan leather glove.
Like you got arteritis. Half and half.
When I was younger, I used to really think, how does it work?
I tried to maintain it, but literally now.
I just didn't like the word because it sounded like you were a cast off. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, but it
was like you were cast off, and that you're half cast, so they've cast that and they've cast
But
that.
when we were little, it was never thought like that. It was just a word.
You didn't know any
No, but there's
better.
people older than us now who are really, really offended by it.
and
They're
that's, I
really
don't blame them in
offended
a
by
way.
it.
But when we were young, it was just
You
that's
didn't
what
know
we
any
were. We didn't weren't called anything else.
And I didn't care.
We were called
I
anything
didn't
else. We
care
were called.
And I
Yeah.
don't care now.
It's only
My
two
mum
words
still
difference.
says it to this day.
Yeah.
No, loads of people.
Old
Yeah.
school.
Old
Yeah, it's old
school.
school, and they don't mean anything by it. It's just
Yeah.
that.
I
stuff.
didn't
That's like
care then.
that's like
I don't
meeting
care now.
a white woman and she goes, "Aren't you a lovely coloured girl?"
Yeah.
You don't get offended by it.
Yeah, but you know, she,
I think I get offended by coloured girl.
No. What I mean is, you don't
No,
get
you
offended
don't,
by
but-
it. Like when you were
You wish they say black.
you know, when you're talking about really old people, you're not going to get offended by that woman.
No.
That's what she's
No.
about.
I think you should
Exactly.
flatter
when
man.
an 18-year-old said it.
Yeah, that's different. So that's the same
Yeah, 'cause they
response
don't-
that I
Yeah,
have with
yeah.
half-cast. So when people, if you are and you're of that era and you believe
Yeah.
that you're happy with it, I'm not going to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
offended by it because you know, I might not say it, but I respect that if you want to say it, you have every right because
I use
Well,
exactly.
it's funny because I
I
use
use
mixed
the
race,
word
but I'll
mixed
say
race.
offcast to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm
in
saying.
another conversation
Yeah.
with certain
Yeah.
different people, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'd just say
Yeah.
mixed race, but
Yeah.
that's just
I feel about it like the word the American blacks when they took back nigger.
Oh,
I
take
feel
it
like
back.
that.
I don't know about
I
that
mean, they
one
took
because
it back, which
Yeah.
is a good thing.
They
but
don't
to
know
be
what
using it the
they're
way
not.
they
They're
do.
not even took it back. It's a good thing. They don't even. They're not looking at the history on that.
Yeah,
When they're going
I'm not gonna say
nigger, what are you taking back? You're taking a man that used to string you up and called you nigger.
Yeah.
What are you taking that back for?
Yeah.
There's some things you don't
I
take back.
kind of quite like it.
No.
I like it.
No.
I like
You
it
have
in
to-
comedy.
You have to know the
You
history.
know, like
You have to
Dave
know the
Chappelle
history.
and that.
You have to know the history before you sort of take something back that you don't even know what you're taking back.
I also like the
They
word
strung
jack
you up.
shit.
What's your word, Sue?
C-U-N-T.
That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know many. You're lucky I never named you.
One more
Are we
drink.
turning that off now?
No, we
Turn the
finished.
tunes up.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
done.
Tune, is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Whatever.
That was funny.